Welcome back, coin hunters and history lovers. Today we're diving into one of America's most fascinating and valuable modern treasures, the United States of America Susan B. Anthony $1 dollar. From hidden rarities to jaw-dropping values reaching thousands of dollars, this is one story you do not want to miss. Hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and let's uncover the treasure hiding in plain sight. Let's get started. First up in the 1979, D. Susan B. Anthony dollar stands today as one of the most fascinating and unexpectedly powerful modern collectibles in American numismatics. At first glance, especially in very dirty or heavily circulated condition, it may seem ordinary, perhaps even overlooked. But beneath that worn surface lies a coin that continues to captivate enthusiasts across the world. For collectors who understand its story, its varieties, and its potential in high-grade form, this Denver-minted dollar transforms from a humble circulation piece into a prized treasure. Its growing recognition, combined with selective high-value varieties, has fueled steady market demand, making it one of the most talked-about modern U.S. dollar coins among serious numismatists. The historical context of the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar adds tremendous depth to its appeal. Introduced in 1979 as America's first small-sized dollar coin, it marked a bold transition away from the larger Eisenhower dollar. Struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the distinctive D mint mark located above Anthony's shoulder on the obverse, the coin honored Susan B. Anthony, the pioneering leader of the women's suffrage movement. Its issuance reflected a powerful cultural milestone, the first time a real historical woman appeared on circulating U.S. currency. Though it was not a bicentennial coin in the strict sense, its reverse carried forward the Apollo 11 insignia design originally introduced in the Eisenhower series, symbolizing America's space achievements and technological triumphs, thereby linking the coin to a broader narrative of national pride and progress. Artistically, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar presents a design that is both bold and symbolic. The obverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, features a strong portrait of Susan B. Anthony facing right, her hair pulled back in a dignified Victorian style. The inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1979 frame the portrait, while the D mint mark signifies its Denver origin. The reverse displays an eagle landing on the moon with an olive branch, encircled by 11 stars, with the Earth visible in the distance, a dramatic adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission emblem. Struck in copper-nickel-clad composition over a pure copper core, the coin measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter and weighs 8.1 grams. Its reeded edge and distinctive 11-sided rim, created by its inner border design, were meant to help differentiate it from the quarter, though confusion between the two became one of its most notorious challenges. Rarity in the 1979 D issue does not stem from low mintage alone. Over 288 million pieces were struck, but rather from condition scarcity and notable varieties. Most surviving examples are heavily circulated, often found in very dirty, toned, or scratched condition due to extensive use and public rejection. The true scarcity emerges in pristine, high-grade uncirculated examples, especially those certified MS67 or higher. Additionally, the famous 1979 near-date and wide-rim varieties, though more commonly associated with the Philadelphia Mint, spark collector interest across the entire 1979 series. In superb gem condition with strong luster and clean fields, the Denver issue becomes far more elusive than its original production numbers might suggest. Condition plays a decisive role in determining value. A very dirty 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar, while historically meaningful, typically trades close to face value or modest collector premiums. Dirt, environmental damage, and heavy wear significantly reduce market appeal. However, when preserved in near mint or uncirculated condition, with blazing luster, sharp strike detail, and minimal contact marks, the coin's desirability increases dramatically. Collectors understand that finding a 1979 D example that survived untouched since minting is far more challenging than its mintage suggests, making certified high-grade coins highly competitive at auction. Market value for the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar varies widely depending on grade and eye appeal. Circulated or very dirty examples may range from $1 to $5. In bright uncirculated condition, MS63 MS65. Values generally range from $15 to $150. However, in superb gem grades such as MS67 or MS68, auction results have climbed dramatically, with premium specimens reaching between $1,000 and $8,000 depending on quality, strike sharpness, and certification. These top-tier coins are the true most expensive representatives of the 1979 D issue, demonstrating how condition rarity can transform a common coin into a high-value modern collectible. Over time, steady collector demand for high-grade registry set examples has supported consistent appreciation. For collectors pursuing this intriguing dollar, careful strategy is essential. Prioritize certified coins graded by reputable services such as PCGS or NGC, especially if targeting investment-level quality. Examine the coin's luster, strike detail in Anthony's hair, and the clarity of the eagle's feathers on the reverse. Avoid cleaning dirty examples, as improper cleaning can permanently damage surfaces and reduce value. Instead, store coins in acid-free holders or certified slabs to preserve their integrity. Engaging with collector communities and monitoring auction trends can also reveal valuable insights into emerging market demand and top-grade price movements. In conclusion, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar is far more than a misunderstood small-sized dollar coin. It is a tangible connection to a transformative chapter in American history. From its tribute to a pioneering women's rights leader to its symbolic link with the Apollo moon landing, it embodies both social progress and technological achievement. While very dirty circulated examples remain modestly valued, pristine high-grade specimens command impressive premiums, securing their position as prized treasures in modern numismatics. For enthusiasts seeking a blend of history, artistry, and condition-based rarity, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar stands as a captivating collectible, one that continues to inspire and reward collectors worldwide. Beyond its immediate design and market performance, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar occupies a fascinating psychological space within American coinage. It was a coin that the public initially resisted, largely because of its similarity in size and color to the quarter. That early rejection led to heavy circulation, frequent storage in bank vaults, and widespread neglect, factors that ironically enhance its long-term collector narrative. Today, that very history of misunderstanding adds depth to its identity. Numismatists often view it as a comeback coin, one that has transitioned from commercial disappointment to respected modern collectible. This dramatic transformation fuels enthusiasm, particularly for exceptional examples that survived decades without heavy wear. Another compelling layer of value comes from the coin's representation of social progress. Honoring Susan B. Anthony in 1979 was not merely a design decision, it was a statement. The coin arrived just years after major advancements in women's rights legislation and during an era of expanding conversations about equality. Holding a 1979 D example today feels like holding a metallic tribute to perseverance and reform. For collectors who value symbolism as much as scarcity, this historical resonance enhances desirability. The Denver Mint's role in striking millions of these pieces connects the coin to one of America's most important production facilities, further reinforcing its legitimacy within the broader narrative of U.S. coinage. From an advanced collecting standpoint, registry set competition has significantly elevated the importance of top-grade 1979 D dollars. While circulated and very dirty coins remain common, registry participants fiercely compete for the finest known certified examples. In grades such as MS67 and above, population numbers drop sharply. Coins with exceptional strike sharpness, particularly in Anthony's hair detail and the eagle's talons, command strong premiums. A single point difference in grading at these levels can mean thousands of dollars in value fluctuation. This intense condition sensitivity explains how an otherwise abundant coin can achieve auction prices in the $1,000 to $8,000 range when certified at the highest tier. The visual transformation between a dirty circulated example and a pristine gem specimen is remarkable. In heavily used condition, the surfaces often appear dull, with dark toning, contact marks, and muted detail. Yet in uncirculated condition, the coin radiates brilliant mint luster, with reflective fields and frosty devices that bring Gasparo's design to life. Next up to in the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony Dollar stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after modern U.S. coins, especially when discussed in the context of its most valuable and elusive varieties. While often overlooked in pocket change and sometimes discovered in very dirty, heavily circulated condition, this small yet historically groundbreaking dollar has captivated enthusiasts for decades. For serious numismatists, the 1979 P issue represents far more than a simple $1 coin. It is a bold statement of change in American coinage history. In its rare and desirable forms, it transforms from an everyday curiosity into a prized treasure, commanding impressive attention in today's competitive coin market. Minted in 1979 at the Philadelphia Mint, the Susan B. Anthony Dollar was introduced as the United States' first circulating coin to honor a real American woman, Susan B. Anthony, a pioneering leader in the women's suffrage movement. Although sometimes mistakenly associated with the bicentennial-era spirit of reform and national reflection, this coin actually marked a new chapter in American monetary design rather than commemorating the 200th anniversary. Its debut symbolized progress, equality, and modernization, reflecting the nation's evolving cultural landscape. The Philadelphia P Mint mark, visible above Anthony's shoulder, signaled a major shift, as it was the first time a P Mint mark appeared on a circulating U.S. coin, adding historical depth and collectible intrigue. The design itself is both elegant and symbolic. On the obverse, chief engraver Frank Gasparo portrayed Susan B. Anthony in a dignified profile, capturing her determined expression and resolute character. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1979 frame her portrait, with a small but significant P Mint mark positioned near the shoulder. The reverse continues the Apollo 11-inspired eagle landing on the moon design originally seen on the Eisenhower dollar, encircled by 11 stars representing the original colonies. Composed of a copper core clad in outer layers of copper nickel, the coin measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter and weighs 8.1 grams. Its compact size, however, led to confusion with the quarter, a factor that limited its circulation success but increased its collector appeal over time. When discussing rarity, the conversation inevitably turns to the 1979 P wide rim or near-date variety, one of the most coveted modern coin varieties in American numismatics. While millions of 1979 P dollars were struck, only a fraction display the wide rim feature, where the date appears noticeably closer to the rim. This subtle variation dramatically increases desirability. In very dirty, circulated condition, a standard 1979 P dollar typically holds only modest value above face value. However, identifying a wide rim variety, even in unattractive condition, can significantly elevate interest and price. Condition plays a defining role. Coins in heavily worn or grimy states may obscure important diagnostic features, making authentication both challenging and exciting for collectors. The true financial excitement emerges in high-grade examples. In uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS-65 or higher by professional services such as PCGS or NGC, the 1979 P wide rim variety can command between $1,000 and $8,000 depending on eye appeal, luster, and strike quality. Exceptional specimens with strong detail, minimal contact marks, and brilliant surfaces have achieved impressive auction results. Even though a very dirty example would not approach these premium levels, discovering a rare variety beneath layers of grime can be a thrilling numismatic moment. Proof that hidden treasures sometimes reside in the most unexpected conditions. Market demand for the 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar has shown steady appreciation, particularly as collectors increasingly recognize the historical significance of America's first small-sized dollar coin featuring a real woman. The coin appeals to multiple collecting communities: modern coin enthusiasts, variety specialists, women in history collectors, and investors seeking affordable entry points into high-value numismatics. As awareness grows, certified high-grade wide-rim examples continue to perform strongly at auctions, reinforcing their status as modern classics rather than ordinary pocket change relics. For collectors hoping to secure a valuable 1979 P specimen, careful inspection is essential. Examine the spacing between the date and rim to identify the wide rim variety. Consider professional grading for any promising coin, especially if it appears sharply struck or minimally worn beneath surface dirt. Purchasing from reputable dealers, established auction houses, or certified marketplaces ensures authenticity and protects long-term investment value. Proper storage in acid-free holders or certified slabs will preserve the coin's surfaces and prevent further environmental damage, particularly important for coins found in very dirty condition. In conclusion, the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar represents a remarkable blend of innovation, historical importance, and modern rarity. Though often discovered in worn or dirty states, its potential, especially in the elusive wide-rim variety, makes it a captivating target for dedicated numismatists. It is a tangible connection to a transformative era in American coinage, celebrating progress while offering genuine investment promise. For collectors around the world, this coin remains more than currency. It is a symbol of change, resilience, and opportunity, a prized treasure waiting to be rediscovered and appreciated anew. Beyond its headline varieties and auction records, the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar carries a deeper narrative that strengthens its position as a modern numismatic icon. The late 1970s were a time of economic adjustment in the United States, with inflation concerns and efforts to modernize circulating coinage shaping federal mint policy. The introduction of a smaller, lighter dollar coin was intended to reduce production costs and encourage public use in place of paper currency. Although the experiment met with mixed success, the coin's bold debut permanently altered the landscape of American coin design. Today, collectors view the 1979 P issue not as a commercial failure, but as a courageous transition piece, an artifact of reform and experimentation that reflects the nation's evolving identity. What makes the most valuable examples particularly exciting is the remarkable difference that strike quality and surface preservation can create. On premium specimens Susan B. Anthony's hair detail appears crisp and fully separated, while the cheek and jawline remain free from distracting contact marks. The reverse eagle design, especially the lunar surface and delicate feather lines, should display sharp definition. In coins that have survived decades in very dirty condition, these details may be muted or concealed beneath oxidation and grime. However, beneath that unattractive surface can lie strong structural integrity. Professional conservation and grading sometimes reveal unexpectedly high technical quality, transforming what appears ordinary into a highly desirable certified example. Another compelling factor is the historic significance of the P mint mark itself. Prior to 1979, Philadelphia-produced coins traditionally carried no mint mark. The decision to add the P symbol to the Susan B. Anthony dollar marked a pivotal change in U.S. mint practices. For variety specialists and historians, this small letter represents a milestone moment in American coinage evolution. It adds an additional layer of storytelling that enhances collector fascination. When paired with the wide rim variety, the Philadelphia issue becomes even more compelling, combining mint mark history with die variety intrigue in one compact, copper-nickel-clad dollar. Auction trends over the past decade have reinforced the coin's reputation as a sleeper investment. While standard circulated examples remain affordable, certified high-grade 1979 P wide rim dollars consistently attract competitive bidding. Coins graded MS66 and above, especially those with strong eye appeal and brilliant cartwheel luster, often approach or exceed the $1,000 threshold, with exceptional pieces climbing into the multi-thousand-dollar range. These results demonstrate that modern coins, when scarce in elite condition, can rival much older issues in value. Even collectors who begin with modest circulated examples sometimes pursue upgrades, driving steady market demand. Ultimately, the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar embodies the perfect blend of accessibility and ambition. It is a coin that nearly every American has encountered, yet few fully appreciate its numismatic depth. From its groundbreaking portrait and historic mint mark to the coveted wide rim variety and impressive high-grade valuations, it continues to captivate enthusiasts across generations. Whether discovered in very dirty condition in an old drawer or acquired as a certified showpiece, this remarkable dollar stands as a testament to progress, artistry, and collecting opportunity. For the passionate numismatist, it remains a modern treasure. Humble in size, but monumental in significance and long-term appeal. Next up to in the 1979 United States Susan B. Anthony dollar stands as one of the most fascinating and unexpectedly valuable modern coins in American numismatics, especially when discussing the most expensive high-grade and rare varieties from the Denver Mint. Although often overlooked in everyday circulation, this small yet historically bold dollar has evolved into a prized treasure that continues to captivate enthusiasts across the globe. Collectors are increasingly drawn to select examples that combine exceptional preservation, scarce varieties, and strong eye appeal. Even a coin found in very dirty condition can spark excitement, as hidden beneath years of circulation may lie a valuable and highly sought-after specimen. Its rising market demand and unique backstory make it an irresistible subject for serious numismatists. The historical context behind the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar adds powerful depth to its appeal. Introduced in 1979 as America's first small-sized dollar coin and the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real woman, the series honored Susan B. Anthony, a pioneering leader in the women's suffrage movement. While it is not a bicentennial issue, the bicentennial coinage was released earlier in 1975 to 1976. The 1979 launch symbolized a new chapter in modern U.S. coinage. Struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the D mint mark located above Anthony's shoulder on the obverse, the coin represented innovation and social progress. Though the series faced public resistance due to its similarity in size to the quarter, its historical symbolism has grown stronger over time, transforming it into a tangible connection to America's evolving identity. The design of the 1979 D dollar is both bold and dignified. On the obverse, Chief engraver Frank Gasparo crafted a striking portrait of Susan B. Anthony, her determined expression reflecting resilience and reform. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1979 encircle her likeness, while the Denver D mint mark confirms its origin. The reverse features an adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, a majestic eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, with Earth rising in the distance, an enduring tribute to American achievement in space exploration. Composed of a copper-nickel-clad outer layer bonded to a pure copper core, the coin weighs 8.1 grams and measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter. In high-grade uncirculated condition, the surfaces display radiant luster and sharply defined details that elevate its visual appeal tremendously. When discussing rarity, condition becomes everything. While millions of 1979 D dollars were struck, truly pristine examples, especially those graded MS67 or higher, are remarkably scarce. Coins found in very dirty condition are common in circulation, often dulled by grime and wear, yet occasionally such pieces conceal strong underlying detail that, if carefully conserved by professionals, can reveal surprising quality. The most expensive examples typically involve superb mint-state coins with blazing luster, minimal contact marks, and exceptional strike quality. Scarcity at the highest grading levels drives intense competition among collectors, particularly registry-set participants seeking top population coins. Market value for the most desirable 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollars can be impressive, while circulated or heavily worn pieces, even in dirty condition, usually carry modest premiums above face value. High-grade certified examples command far stronger prices. In MS66 condition, values often range from $150 to $400 depending on eye appeal. However, superb MS67 and MS67 Plus examples have realized between $1,000 and $3,500 at auction. The rarest top population specimens, especially those with exceptional strike and luster, have approached or exceeded the $8,000 level in competitive bidding environments. These prices reflect not only condition rarity, but also growing appreciation for historically significant modern coinage. Collectors are particularly fascinated by the coin's dual symbolism, celebrating both women's rights advocacy and America's achievements in space. This blend of social and scientific milestones gives the coin a narrative richness that extends beyond its metallic composition. In today's numismatic market, storytelling matters, and the 1979 D dollar offers a compelling one. As interest in modern graded coins continues to grow, registry competition has intensified demand for the finest examples, steadily strengthening values over time. For collectors seeking to acquire a valuable 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar, careful strategy is essential. Prioritize certified coins graded by reputable services such as PCGS or NGC, particularly in MS66 or higher. Examine strike sharpness, luster quality, and surface preservation closely. Avoid cleaning dirty coins yourself, as improper handling can permanently damage surfaces and reduce value. Instead, if a potentially high-grade piece is discovered, consult professional conservation services. Purchasing from established dealers or major auction houses ensures authenticity and accurate grading, while participating in collector communities can provide insight into current market trends. In conclusion, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar stands as a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and condition-driven rarity. Though often encountered in worn or dirty states, its finest examples represent a captivating and highly sought-after prize within modern American numismatics. From its tribute to a trailblazing reformer to its connection with lunar exploration, the coin embodies powerful symbolism and enduring legacy. For dedicated collectors, pursuing a top-grade specimen offers both the thrill of ownership and the promise of long-term appreciation. This small yet mighty dollar continues to shine as a prized treasure and a compelling investment for numismatists worldwide. Beyond traditional mint-state examples, advanced collectors often search for sharply struck 1979 D dollars exhibiting exceptional die clarity and strong rim definition, qualities that dramatically elevate desirability. Many Denver Mint strikes from 1979 show minor softness in certain design areas, particularly around Anthony's hair details and the eagle's feather definition on the reverse. Therefore, coins displaying crisp, needle-sharp detailing and booming cartwheel luster stand apart from the majority. These superior strikes become elite representatives of the issue, especially when preserved without heavy bag marks. In registry-level condition, they transform from common circulation coins into celebrated condition rarities, commanding respect and competitive bidding whenever they appear at auction. Another layer of fascination lies in the coin's misunderstood public reception during its release. When first introduced, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar faced widespread confusion due to its size and color similarity to the quarter, resulting in limited circulation acceptance. Ironically, this early rejection contributes to its modern appeal. Many coins were stored in bags and rolls, but surprisingly few survived in flawless condition due to heavy contact marks from mint packaging. This paradox, high mintage yet scarce perfection, creates the dynamic tension that fuels collector demand. It is this contrast between common origin and rare excellence that makes top-tier examples feel like hidden treasures rediscovered decades later. Even coins currently described as being in very dirty condition deserve careful evaluation. Dirt, toning, and surface grime can sometimes mask strong underlying preservation. While most heavily circulated pieces remain modest in value, experienced numismatists know that unattractive surfaces do not automatically mean low grade. Occasionally, a coin may retain sharp detail beneath accumulated debris, and when professionally conserved, its true quality can emerge. However, caution is critical. Improper cleaning can permanently impair surfaces and destroy numismatic value. The difference between a cleaned coin and a professionally conserved one can mean thousands of dollars in market impact, especially for higher-grade Denver Mint issues. Auction performance over the past decade reinforces the coin's upward trajectory in premium grades. Certified MS67 and MS67 Plus examples consistently attract strong bids, often climbing well into the four-figure range. The most elite specimens, those with exceptional eye appeal, blazing luster, and near-perfect surfaces, have achieved prices between $5,000 and $8,000 in competitive sales. These headline results elevate the coin's reputation and create renewed interest among collectors who previously underestimated the series. As registry participation expands and population reports remain tight at the highest levels, pressure on available top-grade coins continues to build. Ultimately, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar represents far more than a short-lived experiment in small dollar coinage. It symbolizes progress, ambition, and the evolution of American ideals, honoring a pioneering advocate for equality while celebrating technological triumph through its lunar reverse design. For collectors, the pursuit of a premium example is both a historical journey and a strategic investment. Next up to in the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony Dollar stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after modern American coins, captivating enthusiasts with its unique blend of history, symbolism, and surprising market potential. Although often overlooked in circulation and frequently discovered in worn or even very dirty condition, this remarkable dollar has evolved into a prized treasure within numismatics, especially in its most exceptional and rare varieties. For collectors who understand its deeper story, the 1979 S issue represents far more than a small copper-nickel-clad coin. It embodies a pivotal chapter in American coinage and continues to generate strong market demand when preserved in superior quality. Historically, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced in 1979 as part of a bold effort by the United States Mint to modernize the nation's circulating coinage. Struck at the San Francisco Mint, indicated by the distinguished S Mint mark, this coin marked the first time a real American woman, Susan B. Anthony, the famed women's rights advocate, appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. While technically not a bicentennial issue, it followed closely on the heels of the patriotic coinage celebrations of the 1970s, maintaining the spirit of national pride and reform. The coin was intended to replace the larger Eisenhower dollar and encourage public use of dollar coins in commerce. Though public reception was initially lukewarm due to its similarity in size to the quarter, the historical importance of honoring Anthony cemented its long-term significance as a tangible connection to the past. The design of the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollar is both elegant and symbolic. On the obverse, a bold portrait of Susan B. Anthony faces right, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, capturing her determined expression and progressive spirit. Surrounding her likeness are the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1979. The reverse features a majestic eagle landing on the lunar surface, adapted from the Apollo 11 mission insignia, a powerful tribute to American achievement and exploration. Composed of a copper core clad in outer layers of copper-nickel, the coin measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter and weighs 8.1 grams. The San Francisco S. Mint mark appears below the date, and in certain proof varieties, particularly the elusive Type II Clear S Mint mark, the sharpness and definition of the letter dramatically enhance collector desirability. Rarity within the 1979 S-Series centers primarily on proof varieties and grading distinctions. While millions were struck, only a fraction exhibit the highly desirable Type II Mint mark, distinguished by its crisp, well-defined S compared to the filled or blob-like Type I. In pristine proof, 69 or proof, 70 deep cameo condition, these coins can command impressive premiums. However, when found in very dirty or heavily handled condition, their value typically drops closer to face value unless they possess a rare mint mark variety. The challenge for collectors lies in locating well-preserved examples with flawless mirrored fields and frosted devices. True gems that are increasingly difficult to secure decades after issue. Market value for the most exceptional 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony dollars reflects both rarity and eye appeal. Standard proof examples in average condition may trade modestly, but certified high-grade Type II Clear S proofs can range between $1,000 and $8,000, depending on grade, cameo contrast, and auction demand. Coins graded PR 70 Deep Cameo by leading services have achieved the upper end of that spectrum due to their immaculate surfaces and razor-sharp detail. Even so, a very dirty or impaired example without certification typically carries minimal premium, underscoring the importance of condition in determining true worth. Steady appreciation over time, especially for top-graded specimens, highlights the coin's strengthening position within modern collectible markets. Collectors are particularly drawn to this coin not only for its potential financial upside, but for its symbolic power. As the first small-sized dollar coin and the first to honor a woman reformer, it bridges social history and numismatic artistry. The San Francisco proofs, with their mirror-like finishes and sharply frosted designs, showcase the mint's craftsmanship at its finest. The interplay between brilliant luster and cameo contrast in high-grade pieces creates a visual spectacle that captivates enthusiasts and reinforces the coin's status as a treasured collectible. For those seeking to acquire a valuable 1979 S example, careful selection is essential. Prioritize certified coins graded by reputable services such as PCGS or NGC, especially when pursuing the Type 2 Clear S variety. Examine surfaces for hairlines, spotting, or environmental damage, as even minor imperfections can significantly impact value. Proper storage in airtight holders, avoidance of cleaning, and minimal handling are critical to preserving both beauty and investment potential. Engaging with collector communities, monitoring major auction results, and staying informed about grading trends can provide invaluable insights into market movement and pricing stability. In conclusion, the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony Dollar remains a captivating and historically meaningful piece that continues to inspire collectors worldwide. Whether admired for its groundbreaking tribute to women's rights, its elegant lunar reverse design, or its rare high-grade proof varieties commanding $1,000 to $8,000, this coin stands as a powerful blend of artistry, legacy, and scarcity. Even when discovered in very dirty condition, it carries the possibility, however slim, of being a hidden treasure awaiting careful examination. For numismatists who value history and precision, the 1979 S issue represents a rewarding pursuit and a lasting testament to America's evolving story in coinage. Beyond its surface appearance, the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony Dollar represents a turning point in the evolution of modern United States coinage, and its long-term significance continues to unfold decades after its release. At the time of its introduction, the mint aimed to reshape public habits by promoting a smaller, more practical dollar coin for everyday commerce. Though circulation efforts struggled, the San Francisco struck-proof versions quietly became the true legacy pieces of the series. Today, collectors look back on the 1979 S issue not as a failed experiment, but as a transformative moment, one that introduced a compact dollar format and honored a pioneering historical figure. This retrospective appreciation has strengthened demand, particularly for premium certified examples that embody the coin's original brilliance. The distinction between the 1979 S Type 1 and Type 2 mint marks adds an additional layer of intrigue and value. The Type 1 filled S displays a softer, less defined mint mark, while the Type 2 Clear S features sharp, well-formed serifs and crisp interior spaces. This subtle but critical difference has become the centerpiece of serious collector attention. Coins bearing the Type 2 variety in ultra-high grades, especially PR69 and PR70 Deep Cameo, are widely regarded as the elite representatives of the series. Because only a relatively small portion of proofs were struck with the Clear S punch, and even fewer survive in flawless condition, these coins command strong premiums in the competitive modern coin market. When discussing a very dirty 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony Dollar, it is essential to understand how dramatically condition influences value. Dirt, residue, fingerprints, or improper storage can obscure the mirrored fields that define proof coinage. Cleaning attempts, which are strongly discouraged, often result in hairlines or surface damage that permanently diminish desirability. In most cases, a heavily soiled proof without rare attributes may hold minimal premium above face value. However, if such a coin turns out to be a Type 2 Clear S variety and retains underlying structural integrity, professional conservation and grading could potentially unlock significant worth. This possibility of hidden value adds excitement for collectors who carefully evaluate overlooked pieces. Auction history has demonstrated that top-tier 1979 S Type 2 proofs can achieve prices ranging from $1,000 to $8,000, particularly when certified at the highest grade levels. The most valuable examples combine pristine surfaces, deep cameo contrast, razor-sharp strike quality, and flawless preservation. Market demand remains steady because registry-set collectors compete aggressively for the finest graded coins. As population reports reveal how few PR70 Deep Cameo Type 2 coins exist, scarcity fuels upward pricing pressure. While average proofs remain affordable, the very best examples consistently prove that modern coinage can rival classic rarities in prestige and performance. Ultimately, the 1979 S. Susan B. Anthony Dollar embodies a compelling fusion of cultural progress, artistic achievement, and numismatic opportunity. Its historical role as the first circulating U.S. coin honoring a real American woman, paired with the technical intrigue of its mint mark varieties, ensures lasting collector fascination.